I'm going to share with you a few little hacks. I don't really like to say the word hacks because these are just things that we should be doing to get higher visibility on our videos. Okay, so if you are a content creator, if you are somebody who goes live on whether it's Facebook or maybe Instagram or maybe now on LinkedIn, or maybe you do videos for YouTube, I think this will probably apply to all of those platforms. If you're new to me personally, if you're new to Stylishly Branding, if you're new to Style Rebel Mama, welcome. My name is Gina Tassinelli. I am the creator of Stylishly Branding, Style Rebel Mama, as well as Hype Media, a social media marketing agency. And collectively, all of those businesses and myself work with women led business owners, experts, coaches, consultants, thought leaders to help you influentially but unapologetically show up and disrupt social media so that you can make a bigger impact, not only in your business and life, but also in other people's lives and businesses. And so we do that with my unapologetically influential program, as well as through our agency with Done For You clients and Done With You clients. So um, I want to share these little tips and hacks with video because if you've followed me along for a while, you know how passionate I am about video, whether it's live video, recorded video, short videos. It is the favorited content for social media. And it is also, I believe, in my experience and from what I see my clients and through the live video blueprints and strategies that we put together for them, it's also the fastest way that you can connect with your ideal clients because they get to see you, they hear you, you're providing value to them. Hopefully, when you're going live, there's a reason why they're watching. And you can do a lot with that video content as well, rather than having to feel like you have to create content from scratch every single day if you're using social media for your business. So, but how do we gain visibility to our videos? It's a question that I get asked all the time. I will tell you this before I move into some of these tips is that most people are going to watch on the replay if you're going live on video. Okay. And I know that this can stop many people from going live because they feel like they hear crickets and nobody is on when they are on. It's okay. It's really okay. The great thing is that if you're going live, especially on a platform where your profile is public, you have the opportunity of not only to be seen on that platform, but also for your video to be pulled up in the search engines. Okay. So, and in addition to that, like I said, it really increases your brand awareness and it helps you to get seen as the expert because you are delivering value and you are talking and speaking with people, um, and and hopefully your video is giving them some sort of solution to a pain point, right? Okay, so what are some things that we can do to increase that visibility? All right, so I'm going to give you a few tips of what we do, what I do for my own videos, not just on Facebook, but also on YouTube. And I will admit that's a place that we have been really lacking in. We have content there, but we haven't really been focused on growing that visibility, but I'm going to share with you some things that have been working. And then some other platforms too, where you can make, bring more, like feed more of the visibility over to the platforms where you're actually doing your video, for example, Facebook. So the first thing that I feel is really, really important is to go live or use video with a topic in mind. Okay, winging it is definitely cool for like a reel or TikTok or something funny or fun, right? And entertaining. But if you really want to capture the right people with that video, you want to make sure that whatever you are doing in that video, whatever you're saying, whatever you're teaching, explaining, showing is going to provide value. and having a topic in mind that relates to maybe questions that people ask you often, how to's, like how do you do this, how do you do that, and then having a topic that's going to show that or explain that is going to be really helpful. So I really believe in planning in advance. If you can plan 2 weeks, 4 weeks in advance, that works really well. And then you can also build your content for each of those weeks around that one topic rather than it being all over the place, right? So, number one is have a topic and plan, okay, in advance. Number two is have some sort of outline ready to go. And this is an outline that you can rinse and repeat every single week, but make sure that you're actually following it. And once you follow it for a while, it's just practice and it becomes easier and you start to just remember it. So, for those of you that have been with me inside of my, for example, the Glow Up to Show Up 5-day workshop, I taught you a whole strategy of how to go live and how to plan ahead for those lives, right? And there was an outline. Yes, outlines are the best. So, you want to start by having a hook to your video. So, for example, you could start by saying, have you ever felt like you're doing all these videos and nobody's showing up for them? Here are 3 ways to show you how to increase your visibility to video. I just threw something out there that I would use. So the hook is a question usually, or it could also be, you know, maybe it's something that you hear frequently. Maybe it's not in a question. It's not set as a question, but it could be a statement. But you definitely want to have a hook. After the hook, you want to then go into what it is that you're going to share during your video. Okay, so 3 tips, 5 tips. We do like to make them smaller numbers because you really don't need to be on video for a super long time. 15, 20 minutes, unless it's something, like a masterclass webinar, that's going to be a little bit longer. But you want to make it pretty quick. But if you're going live, you also want to do at least 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, just so it helps the algorithm pick you up and notify people. Then you want to say hello to those that are watching on the replay. So for those of you that are watching on the replay, don't be shy, drop your questions. Then you want to introduce yourself. Okay. So many people will introduce themselves in the beginning, but guess what? People don't really care who you are. I'm sorry. They will once they get to know you, and if they already know you, you don't have to introduce yourself in the beginning, right? The video is about them. So remember, they're taking 10, 15, 20 minutes out of their life, out of their busy day to watch a video. And we want to keep them on as long as possible too. All right. So then you go into your tips and then you have a call to action at the end. Okay. So that's number 2 is have that outline. Now, before you actually go live, you want to notify people that you're going to go live. And you don't want to do it just the day of, you want to do it a few days leading up to. So remember, it's like opening up a business. Just because you have a business and the door is literally unlocked does not mean that people are going to walk in. So we need to notify people in advance. Do a few posts leading up to your Facebook Live, do stories, do a reel. If you have an email list, make sure to notify them via email. So, and if you've been following me along for a while, you'll see all of these things in place in my own social media. You also, one way to really elevate that presence that comes on when you are live is to run a very, very low budget engagement ad to one of the posts that has been promoting that Facebook Live. Okay, so that's something that we teach inside of my incubator program, and something that we do for our clients as well as an agency. But if you don't know how to do that and you want to learn just the basics of Facebook to get you started with ads, I'm actually going to be doing a workshop. I don't have a date yet, but I do have some people on a wait list. So if you want to be on the wait list for that, just say, just say the word ads, ADS, down below, and I'll make sure to get you on that wait list and send you more info once that is going to happen. So then Okay. Then you go live, right? Now, after you go live, another really, really great thing to do is to send a replay of that live to your email list, to put it in stories. Now you can add a link to stories, right? So you can put a link to wherever that live is or that video. Okay, so if this is something that's recorded, it's the same process. And by the way, did you know that you can record a video and upload it to Facebook, for example, or to a third party app like Restream? I use Restream to broadcast live because right now I'm broadcasting in 3 different places. But I can upload that video or do it right inside of something like Restream and then schedule it to actually show up as a premiere, which kind of looks live on the platforms. So you don't have to literally be live every time you show up on a video that's a long form video like what I'm doing right now. You can schedule it out. Schedule it out. I personally like to be live. I feel like if I know that I'm recording myself and I mess up, I need to restart. Whereas if I go live and I mess up, it's just how it's going to be. And, it's just messy and it's raw and it's real. But some people prefer to record and some people batch record their videos as well, which, you know, it, it, it might be easier for you. So if you don't have time once a week to actually show up live, you can pre-record those videos and then upload them and schedule them out. Okay. Okay. Another thing that so I don't know if this is tip number 4 or 5, but the last thing that I want to mention that will really help you with increasing that visibility, not just on this platform, but also especially like on YouTube, is using the right keywords in your video description. And so keywords are words that people are searching on online and that are, they have different search volumes depending on how many people are searching that keyword or key phrase. And so you want to make sure that your content is including specific keywords or key phrases that are being searched. And one of the easiest ways to find those keywords or key phrases is, well, there's two. Go to Google and type in those keywords and key phrases that you feel relate to your business or to that specific video. And then look at the search. Well, actually, when you type it into like the search bar of Google, for example, it will give you related keywords. Those related keywords that pop up are actually keywords that are currently trending. Okay, so that's one way. Another way is using Pinterest. And Pinterest is also kind of like a search engine within itself. It's really not social media, but you can go to Pinterest, go to the keyword, type in keywords, and you'll see different titles and phrases that pop up. Those are the most popular phrases at the moment relating to the keyword or key phrase that you typed in. And so you want to include those types of words in your video description. The third place that you can do this is inside of YouTube. And these are also great ways to find topics to do videos on. So if you find topics or keywords or key phrases that are being highly searched for, those are the topics that you want to use in your videos. Obviously, you want it to relate to your business, to what you offer, to your ideal client, but that's how you can really come up with a whole bunch of topics for videos, right? So you can really batch your topics or batch your content and batch your videos. And then the last thing I wanted to mention is a great way to increase visibility to your videos is to use Pinterest. So create pins for your Facebook live videos or YouTube. And when you add the link, you're going to use your Facebook page link or your YouTube link or wherever that video is linked. So that can help feed some Pinterest audience over to your social media profiles. All right. Okay. I'll see you guys later. Bye.